Trying to, there he is, but why is mine not? Share screen, video file, extra cameras. Where's me?
You're right in the studio.
Where's my camera?
Reverse osmosis, or even water
720.
softeners. We'll tell you what's in your water.
Nope,
We'll provide you with a
that's
solution to clean, safe drinking water. Go to
Okay.
WindyCityReader.com to schedule your appointment today. Do your homework. Check out ewg.org. Check out Tap Water Database.
Yeah, so once the weather forecast changed, the numbers just, we
Went
were at,
up.
yeah, Wayne texted me the other day and asked how many we were at, and it was like 32 people registered.
Yeah.
And then they changed the weather forecast like 2 days ago.
And it's supposed to be beautiful.
We were getting registrations at like 2:30 this morning.
Oh, wow.
The email was
Hers weight
going
loss
off.
is
I'm
not
like,
available
perfect.
everywhere.
That's awesome.
Compound
Yeah, we're up to
products are not
69.
FDA approved or verified for safety.
I thought you'd like that.
Restrictions apply. Wegovy, semaglutide, and Ozempic semaglutide are not compounded.
Hi, I'm Dr.
I
Greg
know, I
Krennic,
can't.
a physician specializing in obesity medicine. and senior
I
vice
don't know
president of
where
weight
my
loss
camera
programs.
is.
I'm certified
Right
by
on
the
the
American Board of Obesity Medicine and have been a full-time weight loss physician.
Doesn't
for
make
nearly
any
20 years.
sense.
At hers, we
Present.
offer access to a range
Share
of prescription
screen.
weight loss
Video.
treatment plans,
Extra
including
camera.
compounded GLP-1
It's not
injections
showing
with
my
the same
extra
active
camera.
ingredient as Ozempic and Wegovy. Each and every weight loss plan you can find through the hers platform
See if
was
I can-
designed with safety in mind and is personalized to your unique needs through a consultation with a medical provider licensed in your state. If prescribed, a treatment is shipped right to you from a licensed U.S.-based pharmacy.
Get started at forhers.com/radio for as low as $1.99 a month with a 12-month subscription paid upfront for GLP-1s, a fraction of the name brand price. That's forhers.com/radio.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not gonna be on camera.
Well, that would be best.
I mean, I'm here, right here.
Well, you should fix your camera.
It's saying that it doesn't exist.
For all the music, news, sports,
Well, you
and
should fix that.
podcasts that
Not
matter
today.
to you.
I mean, not
Odyssey.
now, but
That's
today.
AUD.
It says having issues. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm having issues.
I mean, I think we're having issues.
Steve,
Oh, ask Steve.
chairman.
Chairman Steve's the chairman of the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. I don't know.
I don't know
What
how
do you
to
say
say
about
that
that?
either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve is here.
He wears many of hats, though. You're also
many of hats.
yes,
Many of that.
many of
She's
hats.
speaking very, very properly today. He wears many of hats. He has many of hats.
He's like my husband hat with a wall of hats
Yes.
to choose from.
Steve is so fancy. You are the chairman of the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. That is one of your chapeaus.
One of my many hats.
What are your other hats?
I'm also on the board of the task force
Uh-huh.
and the chief deputy coroner for Lake County.
Okay.
So see, many of hats.
Okay. So,
Steve does a lot.
yeah. How do you are you a doctor?
No.
How do you become the chief deputy coroner? This is just the guy that goes out and scoops up the bodies. Do you do autopsies? Do you
No.
I don't-
So
do you want to talk about this or not?
yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
All right. What is
That's
that?
fine.
What is the deputy coroner's? Is that an elected job or does the coroner pick you?
So the coroner is elected,
Yeah.
and then the coroner employs the staff in the office.
Okay.
We have 8 investigators in our office, plus me, the
Okay.
chief deputy, and I kind of oversee all the investigations going on.
So 8 people, like if there's a death, not all deaths are investigated. Some people you go, and that dude's just old and died, but some of them you got to look into. Like my mom wanted to get buried without being embalmed.
Mhm.
So I guess she just turned into mush quicker. She's still dead, by the way. So like they had to do an autopsy. I don't know why. It wasn't in Lake County, but because we weren't having, there's just weird reasons why you guys got to do your thing, right?
Yeah, generally we get involved with cases that are accidental,
There's some, some kind of
homicide,
thing, yeah,
suicide,
yeah,
things
yeah.
like that.
But there's 8. I didn't know there were that many investigators. I guess people are dying all the time.
Yeah.
Most people.
It's the one known thing.
Yeah. That's why they put the fences around cemeteries. People were dying to get in. Waka waka.
Wow.
So I'm trying to bring a little levity to this because your jobs, both your job as deputy coroner or whatever, and then your Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force thing. These are both involving death. I don't like death. And you seem to be immersed in it daily.
Yeah, I am.
And
And
not that you like it, but how does one get on that path, and how do you feel about that?
well, I think a lot of people get on the path because they want to help other people.
He wants to actually make a difference. We say we make a difference. He actually
You say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
making a difference.
It was because we had a guy in here who made beer. But
That's important.
you wanted a job that, like our job is like, if we stop tomorrow, there's no harm,
No.
no foul. If you have a job of some substantial sustenance, don't eat the bodies. You have a job of some, importance that really does make a difference, right?
Right. I mean, we have all of our investigators deal with the families of the deceased, and we're there to get the answers for them and hopefully provide the closure that they need.
Thank you for doing that.
So isn't that when you started doing that job, is that what then led you?
You encountered suicide?
Yeah,
And
to be on
you're
the
like,
task force?
Is that how that is?
Yeah, I was on a task force many years ago, and kind of had a moment of separation from them. I personally had some people in my life that were close to committing suicide. When I got back into the coroner's office,
Mhm.
I,
Decided-
reunited with the
yeah.
task force, and it's
I think everybody's had that. You took it to the next level and took a step to.
Well, what
Yeah.
do they say? It's not a matter of if, it's when you will be affected by suicide.
I was affected by it before I was born. It changed the dynamic of my family. My mother, who's still dead, by the way,
Thank you.
found her mother, my maternal grandmother, hanging in the barn.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell me that until after, like, my mother was like old, and I was like, I would have been nicer to her. And I was nice to my mother, but I'm like,
Right.
that'll change you.
That'll
That
change
she
you,
was
right.
a child and she found that. So this is a big deal. It's always been a big deal. And somebody probably in your lifetime or that is in your close proximity is what is there a statistic for who's affected and how much by suicide?
well, there's a statistic that says for each suicide, there's approximately 135 people that are affected by it.
This
Because
is
you're not only dealing with the family, the immediate family, the extended family, the work family,
Mhm.
yeah.
the friends and social circles.
This is the theme to It's a Wonderful Life, my favorite movie. That's the theme to the movie. That's George Bailey in the movie, wishes he had never been born. Well, basically, they're showing him how the world would be without him,
Right.
which is what happens when somebody, takes that step or whatever. So,
Right.
yeah. So we're going to talk about what they do with the Suicide Prevention Task Force. I know it's kind of heavy stuff, but that's what our Jeep rally is benefiting.
And it needs to be
This
talked
Sunday,
about. And this
yeah.
month is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month.
Yeah,
So the whole
yeah.
month. Yesterday, I believe, was like Suicide Prevention Day.
Yeah.
And so this whole month, and the point of it all is, a lot of people don't like to even say the word, but talking about it is what ends the stigma.
I try not to shy away from what people want to talk about.
Right.
I joke my mom is dead. I'll talk about that. You got to take on the tough things. And so if you have questions for Steve, the chairman of the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force, text them in now, 800-223-9510. We'll tell you about that. And an update on, we don't have a lot of spots left in the Jeep rally, an update on that coming up in just a couple minutes. It's 8:27.
Sunny and 83 today.
This is Highly Suspect on WIIL Rock.
You got notes. What do we want to go over?
I don't know, whatever you want to go over.
Okay.
I just made notes in case.
No, I like notes.
I'm a note fan.
It's always
Notes are my favorite thing.
notes are no.
I
notes.
like notes.
No,
more than
notes
you
are
like.
my favorite.
I like notes way more than you like notes. I'm like, boy, Leah, she doesn't like notes. That's why she won't turn her camera on. I'm like,
I don't know what the hell's going on. It connected right away to Steve's camera.
Well, because it likes.
That's fine. I like Steve. It's good.
Do you though? You won't go. I'm making a video. I have the video going, and it's on our social media. It will not. I'm not going to put it on the WIIL Rock main page until after today because I have the 9/11 thing on today.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But it will pop
But it
up,
will be on.
which is good.
Yeah.
But then tomorrow people will see it and sign up for the thing.
Right. Cool. Appreciate you.
And Steve will be stuffing more bags.
Stuffing more. Oh, you
No
got a lot of
bag
bags
stuffer.
to stuff.
I did like 75 early on,
Okay.
and then the numbers started popping. So
yeah.
we ordered more stuff that just came in yesterday. I figured, this weekend, what do I have to do other than, Jeep stuff?
That's what I'm excited for, except that my sister had to be like, I'm going to get married on Saturday. I'm like, thanks.
Oh, you're going to be in good shape on Sunday.
Well, so I thankfully it's early. I think it starts at like 2. So I said, I've got to be good Saturday. Got to be good. Because it's a long day, man. It's a great day. It's just a long day.
You sound like Duco talking about the same.
So long, yeah, great. Now let's all buttons.
It's all good.
All good.
I'm gonna send you audio. So the walk was good though.
Walk was
Record
great.
number. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Record number of attendees, registrants, you know, a couple different.
Your camera's on.
Yay, my camera came on.
Your mic is on.
Oh. How did that happen?
Apparently, Leah's first day. Will Rock Morning Show. I'm going to talk over the last minute of the song.
This isn't over yet.
I don't know. Seems like it's over to me. Leah,
I'm having
flustered.
technical issues.
Yeah, her camera won't work, but her microphone was on. So
mysteriously
in the
turned
video,
on.
we were all behind the scenes. There's a ghost in the machine here.
It wasn't on the whole time.
Yeah.
It just turned on.
Okay.
Anyway.
Then I started
There's
talking
that.
over the end of the song, which wasn't the end of the song. It's our first day.
First day.
I've
Leave
never
me a
I've
beat.
never done this before. Steve is here from the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. You got questions, he's got answers. 800-223-9510. Talk or text. We'll go to the phone lines and text line for that coming up. It is 8:31.
It's sunny and 83 for today, 54 overnight, 82 and sunny for tomorrow. It's 68 in Waukegan, 67 in Crystal Lake. And I know we don't do politics on the show, but if I were in Texas, I am going to vote for this woman running for Congress. Her push to legalize marijuana and how she's doing that. That is on the way after the 95 WIIL Rock 95-second update. A little too late on the condor, but it's all right. We're working things out. There it is. McHenry County Sheriff's Office is investigating after numerous vases were stolen from headstones at a cemetery near Woodstock on September 3rd. The theft occurred overnight, and while the exact number of vases stolen hasn't been disclosed, no suspects have been arrested. The case remains under investigation. Recovery efforts for a diver missing in Lake Michigan were paused yesterday due to conditions, but will resume today. The diver exploring a shipwreck 6 miles off Pleasant Prairie in over 100 feet of water was reported missing around 11:30 a.m. Multiple agencies, including the U.S. Coast Guard, are involved in this search. WIIL Rock Sports. That is brought to you by Plumbers and Steam Fitters, UA Local 118, Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and HVAC Techs in southeastern Wisconsin. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the San Francisco Giants 3-2. Cubs rallied in the 8th inning, coming out with a 6-3 win over the LA Dodgers, and the Guardians beat the Chicago White Sox 5-0. Surprise, surprise.
What?
And finally, we've got the audio for this. The visual is definitely better, but this woman named Sally Duvall, she's running for Congress in Texas. And I know we don't do politics or anything, but just her message and her push to legalize marijuana
That's not politics.
is incredible.
That's doing the Lord's work.
Doing the Lord's work.
yeah.
Mhm.
She's coughing.
Well, did you hear the light?
Did she do a bong rip
She
there?
did a bong rip at the end
Did
of
she
it.
actually
She's
do the
like
rip?
70. Yes, and she starts it off smoking a joint. Starts it off smoking
Wow.
a joint, ends it with taking just a huge bong rip.
Too late to get on the presidential
Oh my
ballot.
God, I want her to be my grandma.
Yeah,
She,
I want her to be my president.
She's a grandma.
I want her to be my president. Get her on the ballot. The only problem is if you get high with her,
Mm-hmm.
you start looking around. You're like, man, Rover looks delicious. You get the munchies.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
That's
Where'd,
it.
Where'd Fluffy go? Watch Grandma. She's at it again. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. So I'm moving yesterday, loaded up the Chevy Colorado and moved a bunch of stuff. It's nice to have a truck. If you need a truck, Ray and Raymond have the truck you're looking for. Whether it's one like me with the Chevy Colorado or you need a bunch, they've got a fleet worth of trucks for you at Ray and Raymond. They're going to have the exact truck you want at the price you deserve. You're going to get the best price. You're not going to have to compromise when it comes to options and style and color and all that stuff. You're going to get the truck you want. They're going to give you the best price, just like all the new Chevy cars. Ray and Raymond won't be beat on price. So they're going to give you the best value for your trade. They're going to give you the best financing. You can get the best price, and it's going to be the vehicle you want. I don't know what more you want. They're part of the community, too. Family owned and operated for over half a century. You do not stay in any business that long without doing it right. You'd be out of business. It's very competitive out there, especially in the car world. Ray and Raymond, do it right. Go in, take a test drive, get the price you deserve on the exact vehicle you want. It. Ray Chevy on 12 in Fox Lake or Raymond Chevrolet on 173 in Antioch. And let me know if you want to help me move.
It's Corso with the 95 Will Rock Breakdown. Thanks to Hagen Homes for quality new home construction you'll love to live with. Billy Morrison's song Incite the Watch featuring Corey Taylor and Steve Vai now is an animated video. The clip that you can check out over at 95willrock.com shows cartoon versions of the artist saving the world from demons with the help of rock music. Taylor, who has collaborated with Morrison in the past and has great respect for Vai, called the project original and fascinating. The track is part of Morrison's new album, The Morrison Project, which was released in April. Dream Theater has announced the North American leg of their 40th anniversary tour set to kick off February 7th. The An Evening with Dream Theater tour features drummer Mike Portney's return and will visit 30 cities across the U.S. and Canada, including a stop at the Chicago Theater March 8th. The band will perform classics and fan favorites in what promises to be a memorable series of shows. And finally, Swedish punk band Refuse, known for changing hardcore music from 1991 to 98, have announced they are breaking up. After reuniting in 2012, they will go on one last tour in the U.S. and Canada before ending their musical career. You can see them one last time when they play at the Salt Shed in Chicago on the 25th of March. That was the 95 Will Rock Breakdown for Wednesday, September 11th. Thanks to Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet.
For more info on concerts, events, and everything that rocks, go to 95willrock.com.
Ask a suicide prevention chairman guy. That's catchy.
Not at all, but it's important.
Steve Newton is here. He's the chairman of the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force, deputy coroner too. So death is his business. We have the Jeep rally on Sunday. Leah leading the charge on that, and proceeds go directly to the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. $10 a person. It's an all ages event. You can still sign up if you got a Jeep. If you got a friend with a Jeep, just cruising around on Sunday. Things start at Waukegan Tire, the Kenosha location. Sign in, breakfast, all that stuff at 7. Then it's off to the Wilmot Flea Market, do a little flea marketing. Then Bootleggers Bar and Grill in Antioch. Always a good time there, Bootleg. And then Black Lung Brewing in Fox Lake for the after party. Looks like the weather's going to be perfect on Sunday. Be able to take your top off. You can even remove the top from your Jeep if you want. $10 a person. So load up that Jeep with your family and friends and head on out. Have some fun this Sunday for a good cause. Where, Steve? Well, first off, if you want to sign up, go to the road trips page under the Go tab at 95willrock.com. Share that link with your Jeep loving friends. Maybe they'll take you with the ride along if you don't have a Jeep. But there's only like, what do we like? Let me do the math. 20. I think there's 26 spots left, and it's been filling in very quickly.
He said that people were like signing up at 2:30 this morning.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I think once we got closer and the weather got nice, people were like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm taking the top off. So it will fill up. If you're thinking about going, go there soon and get signed up. And then $10 a person. All the money stays here in Lake County for the Suicide Prevention Task Force. What are you doing with the $10? Yeah,
the $10
yeah.
So the Suicide Prevention Task Force's mission is to work to prevent and promote suicide through outreach, education.
Not promote suicide.
No.
Promote
suicide
You're
awareness.
not a pro suicide
and prevention.
Awareness. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And throughout the year, the task force hosts different trainings. We partner with some other organizations who will host trainings, and all the money that comes into the task force goes back into the community in the way of those trainings and outreach
So
events.
what, like when you say training, like you have, is it volunteers or is it paid people? And these are intervention people when somebody's thinking about offing themselves, you guys prevent that? I mean, that's in the name. Like,
Right.
Like how? Like, what do you do?
Well, what we do is the membership is made up of, different organizations throughout the county. It's made up from community members, citizens, and mental health providers. The task force prevents and educates on prevention to the community. We're not who you would call if you're in a crisis.
There's a number for
There's a
that.
number
That would be
for that,
988.
988.
But
Right.
is there still the monthly?
Yep.
And what is that exactly? That's you sign up and you're able to take a course, kind of how to identify if someone is in that state.
Like citizens can take that course. Or whatever?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Just like CPR, it's called QPR. Stands for question, persuade, and refer. So you basically learn the signs of somebody who may be suicidal, learn how to ask the important questions, and then learn how to get them help.
When I go to my doctor or when I talk online, because I can't have a real therapist, I have an online one from me, but at least I can have an online one and I do therapy. The first question is, are you thinking about killing yourself? I was wondering myself, if I was, I'm not
going to tell you. Yeah.
So maybe the training helps them figure it out or a little bit, or other citizens figure it out. Because I don't think generally it's not, hey, I'm going to kill myself today. You need to clear your schedule for Saturday. There's going to be a funeral.
Right.
That's not how it works. So
No.
the training is to identify, because I've said to him, I said, well, I'd rather not be here, but I just, and it's come to the point with suicide where I've thought, how would I? And I could never come luckily up with an answer that worked for me. I said I'd jump off a building, But then the minute I jump off, I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to be really pissed and sad for about 6 seconds.
Well, that's what they say for
or whatever.
a lot of the time when you take, whether
try
it's
and
like
do it.
you take a pill or it almost instantly, but it's
I think about the train
majority of
tracks
the
and I
time
think
too
I
late.
don't want to be that mangled. I looked into noose tying. I'm not joking around here.
Yeah.
I was in a dark place. I've been in a dark place recently, not that dark, but people get there and you need to be able to identify because they're not going to go and say, well, I was thinking about jumping off a building the other day.
Well, and I think the other thing is sometimes in people's lives, when they do make that decision, their lives look like nothing is wrong, where it's whether it's medical, because it's your levels, it's your brain levels, like your brain is an organ and it should be
I always say
looked
people
at that
throw
way.
shade at people taking pills for stuff for their brain, and I'm like, you wouldn't malign somebody taking heart medicine or diabetes, insulin, because they're treating an organ. Your brain's an organ just like any organ. Don't talk about how other people want to treat their organ, their organs, any of them, medically or whatever.
So when people say like, oh, they're having such a great life though, why would they do that? Like there are other factors that play into.
I look at Anthony Bourdain. He killed himself, and I'm like, if I could be anybody in the world, it would have been Anthony Bourdain, and it wasn't what it looked like. So
people have chemical imbalances, and that's the word that I was trying to look for there.
It's hard to,
Oh, no, because I've been there before where it's like you've had situational ones where I've had just like chemical ones. And I'm like, what is, and then I look at my life and I'm like, there's nothing.
Your life's great.
Yeah. I was like, what is,
you spend 5 hours a day in a small room with Tom.
It's, I mean, wow.
The fact that you haven't jumped off Gurney Mills yet as it runs to the roof. I'm like, that's not high enough.
So the QPR training is just, it's fantastic.
To identify that. Yeah. All right. That's where the $10 is go. Right. That's just one of the things.
That's one of the things that the $10 is goes to.
And do you have a like volunteer situation going on where people can help you and all that?
Absolutely. We have the task force has a monthly meeting. It's the second Tuesday of every month at 11 o'clock. Currently, we're still doing those through Zoom because our membership is spread out throughout the county and beyond. We have people that aren't even in Lake County that are part of this task force. So if anyone's interested, they can email us and we can get you added to the list of volunteers for the meetings and things.
All right. Coming up next, we'll give you that email address, and also we'll go to the text line. We're going to talk to Steve one more time. He is the chairman of the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. Text your questions now to 800-223-9510. And we will run them down next. Not a lot of spots left in the Jeep rally. If you don't have a Jeep, you got friends with Jeeps, tell them about it, or go to 95wheelrack.com, hit the road trips page under the Go tab, and click on the Jeep rally and share that with your friends that have Jeeps. Good time this Sunday. Weather looks perfect.
It's going to be awesome.
It'll be a good time. I'm riding with Leah in her monster truck. I hate that thing.
Oh, you are going to come?
Probably.
You should.
It's awful early.
It's fun. It's so fun.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
All right. Really Sunday, things begin at 7. At Waukegan Tire in Kenosha, registration breakfast, 9 o'clock, they roll out. Wilmot Flea Market after that, then Bootleggers Bar and Grill in Antioch, then over to Black Lung Brewing in Fox Lake. For the after party, you want to sign up, road trips page under the Go tab at 95wheelrack.com, but only a handful of spots left. Thanks to Waukegan Tire with locations in Waukegan, Park City, Grays Lake, and now open in Kenosha. Rogers Automotive Service, 173 in Kenosha Road in Zion. Wilmot Flea Market, Kenosha County Fairgrounds, Sundays through October 13th. And the U.S. Army, GoArmy.com. Questions for Steve from the text line next on Will Rock. Well, Rock Morning Show, Tom and Leah. Steve is here. He is the chairman of the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. Sunday is our Jeep Rally, 12th annual Jeep Rally. It's going to fill up. If you want to go now and donate your $10. $10 a person. All goes locally to the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. Help out with the what is it?
QPR.
Which stands for Quality Pirates and Radio.
Or
Everybody knows
question,
that.
persuade, refer.
Question, persuade, refer. So you ask somebody questions, you persuade them to not off themselves, and then you refer to somebody who will help them. Is that about it?
That's pretty close.
But
yeah.
there's training in all of those things. It's not just me saying
more than
it. So,
that.
all right.
I just was going to add, when you do register, please go to our website and click the event and go through that way.
Somebody got an email that said, "Hey, you want to sign up for this thing? Send me money."
Message them Facebook,
and they did
and
it.
they did it.
You don't.
Yeah.
You got scammed.
And also, like, people taking advantage. Like, oh gosh, I just hate
It's
people.
a great cause.
This is a
people
great
using
cause,
it to-
and it's local.
So
and
go
it's-
to 95wheelrock.com. There's a Go tab. Click under that road trips page. Scroll down to the Jeep Rally, and then there's a link there where you can sign up and sign up. All right.
And you could also donate. I get asked this every single day. Well, what if I don't have a Jeep, but I want to give to the Suicide Prevention Task Force here in Lake County? They include a link right there for you. Like, if you don't have a Jeep,
So I don't have to go there. I can just do that, and then my spleen will feel better on Monday.
your spleen is going to be just fine.
have
He
some
doesn't
spleen
like the
damage.
way my Jeep rides.
It's just
a little too
sunny
bouncy
and
for
bright.
ya.
It's like we're gonna crush cars.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
Yeah,
going to
all
be
right.
fun.
My motorcycle is fun, and I don't crush cars.
I feel safer in my Jeep.
So you had a walk too. You guys just had a walk, didn't you? Did I see that?
We did, yeah. Last Saturday we had a walk at CLC. It was our 12th annual walk run for suicide prevention awareness. It was, I think, the largest turnout we've ever had in the 12
That's
years.
awesome.
We had over 200 participants that walked either at CLC or virtually.
You could virtually see. I like virtual
You
walk.
like virtual
because
walk,
that,
yeah.
then I don't
Did
have
you
to
walk?
walk.
Did you
or-
run?
yeah.
Well, you don't run.
I have a treadmill. I got a treadmill. Can I go on the treadmill and
You
say?
could go on the treadmill.
By the way, if
do.
anybody wants to buy the treadmill, we're at best offer situation. I can hang my clothes elsewhere. So I'm going back to the gym. The treadmill never worked out. I was told I didn't work out right. So if you want a treadmill, get in touch with me. But you guys had a walk and a virtual walk. And I like the Jeep rally this Sunday better than that because there's
You
a
get
Jeep.
to sit.
It sounds better. Right. You
Mhm.
can sit and ride. So
Yeah.
I'm in again. Or I'm back in.
You're back in.
I'm in.
But you guys
Uh,
do the walk. That's every year.
That's every year, yeah, right around the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
When-
during Suicide Prevention Month.
When is it May? Because I was trying to look it up. I saw something that said this month. Some say May. When is? I mean, it's every month.
mental health
obviously.
awareness is May.
Okay.
Right. And then September is suicide prevention
awareness.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's a lot. What's good?
There's a
It's
lot.
good
Yeah.
thing.
It needs
It's
to be
a-
talked about more.
it's a
People like
365 problem.
people stray away from saying it.
Yeah.
And that's part of the issue.
Right. People don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
That's why I was very open about it. That was not joking when I
No.
said I was trying to figure out how to make a noose. And I was like, if I had been a little bit better with coming up with a method, I might not be here now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, are you thinking about it? I'm like, no.
No.
And you need the training to see when they're BSing you with that. That's good. All right. What else before? Let's go to the text line for questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
Let's see. When I called the suicide prevention line years ago because I was in need, somebody answered and hung up. What do you have to say about that? Call back.
Well, also you
I
don't
don't
call
think-
you don't call them directly. I mean, I wonder what number it was. Like you
Well,
don't take calls
No,
directly.
he's
No,
not
we
talking
don't.
about these people. If you're actually having a struggle,
Yeah,
988
988 is
is the number to call.
But I believe that number even is from just like within the last couple of
Yeah.
years,
It
right?
is,
Like
yeah,
during
it is.
COVID.
Right.
Yeah,
so.
That really took off within the last couple of years. It's a nationwide push. It works from anywhere.
Mhm.
in the nation.
988.
988 will get
All
you
right.
to crisis help.
This text says, do you think Chester's son is right about it being a disgrace that they replaced Chester during Suicide Prevention Month? I think people are
I think you're
overthinking it.
overthinking that.
Or maybe it's a
yeah.
good thing they did, you
Yeah.
know, or I don't know.
Again, to bring awareness to the situation at hand. Like
Question for Steve. Do you see an increase in suicides in more recent years? And do you think that that's a direct effect of social media? So this is just a suicide question. What do you got?
Well, nationally in the last 20 years, it's gone up 36%. locally in the last 4 years, we've seen an increase here in Lake County of 20%.
That's insane.
A lot of it seemed to revolve around the pandemic time.
Yeah.
People were closed off. People weren't socializing. And that really affected the mental health of a lot of people.
Yeah. There were so many things to have your mental health affected by. I was in here crying on the radio. I thank you, Steve, for all you do. This says, I am an attempt survivor and have lost friends that took their own lives. Everybody knows. I know people that have done it. Your work is so important and impacts so many. Love your favorite pineapple. You have a favorite pineapple?
Love your favorite pineapple.
That's how they signed it.
It's interesting.
You don't have someone you call, you're my little favorite
I don't think he
pineapple?
wants to say. He's being very
Okay,
aloof.
yeah.
He's being very aloof right
Your
now.
favorite
All
pineapple?
right, Steve,
Well,
you don't want to talk about it.
I will say to the favorite pineapple.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Not only am I glad you're still here, but we're all glad,
You're still here, right?
Yeah.
Well,
What do
just
they say?
this year.
It's a permanent solution to a
Temporary problem.
Yeah.
But then there are people that just, is someone that takes medicine for my chemical imbalance. There are times where you take something and you want that like immediate solution, right? You want to feel better right away, but it takes time. And if you are to that point, it also takes like work. Maybe one medicine doesn't work for you, a different medicine will, and you have to find that balance of what it's going to be. So
do the work.
I lost two people this year, just within this like calendar year.
She's very passionate about it. And you were on the considering list. And well,
it wasn't considering. It felt like that was what I had to do because I was not okay.
Yeah.
So
So Steve, thank you for what you do. If people have
Really
questions or they
appreciate it.
want to know more or they want to help, what is the best way?
They can reach out directly to the Suicide Prevention Task Force through our email, which is prevention.lcsptf.
So easy.
At gmail.com, or find us on Facebook.
I was going to say Facebook is the best way.
No, this is Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force, lcsptf.com.
Mm-hmm.
So that's doable. And then on Facebook, it's Lake County. It's facebook.com/Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. You can find it, but you're there. And if people have any questions or they want to help, or maybe they're teetering, you are there for them. And then we got the Jeep thing on. So are you doing the Jeep thing?
He's a Jeeper.
You will have your Jeep.
Your son's a Jeeper. Your kid has a Jeep.
Right. Yep.
Gonna let you borrow it.
You got him in trouble almost. The kid was gonna be like, "Get in
your
Jeep."
Is your kid coming?
Too.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to show up a little later.
He's
got
Jeep,
work.
so if he wants it back, he better show up. Yeah.
Are you going to take
Exactly.
I think I'm taking the doors off this year.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Well, the wheels fell off long ago, so you might as well. See what I did there?
Last year's weather was.
It was not
Yeah,
great.
it was
It wasn't great. It wasn't great, but we still had a great time.
We did.
So
early this Sunday, 7 a.m. things start, 9 a.m. Jeeps roll out from Waukegan Tire in Kenosha. You got to sign up in advance. It is almost full. 95willrock.com road trips page, 12th annual Jeep rally. All the proceeds helping out the Lake County Suicide Prevention Task Force. Chairman Steve, thank you for being here today.
Steve.
Absolutely.
We
Thank you.
appreciate your time.
And thank you guys for all you do to help spread awareness
Absolutely.
and get the word out.
See, making a difference.
Steve Newton, making a difference.
Making a difference. Tom and Leah.
What is the other one about pooping? As awkward as
no, it's not about pooping.
A fart.
Yeah, during sex.
Out
of your butt.
From your butt. Yeah. If you're gonna
Steve,
suck,
you listen to this show.
There's a lot. I don't know why anybody would come in here and be on with us. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know pineapple, let alone a favorite one, right? What? I feel like I'm left out not having a favorite pineapple. I got no pineapple.
I do. I do.
What?
I have a favorite pineapple.
Who's your favorite pineapple?
Who lives in a pineapple under
Oh,
the sea?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I don't think that's
My
what he's
favorite
talking about.
pineapple is under the sea.
All right. Well, hopefully he can breathe. It's 9:03.
Sunny and 83 for today, 54 overnight, 82 and sunny for tomorrow. It is 73 in Palatine, 74 in Spring Grove.
Coming up, you ever get anything stuck anywhere in your nose, in your ear, anywhere else?
Mhm.
A cautionary tale
It is.
coming up next.
Also, a cautionary tale if you're flying anytime soon. I'm glad that my trip was last Wednesday and not after what happened here. Uh-oh is right. That is on the way next after the 95 WIIL Rock and 95 second updates. A Lake County Sheriff's K-9 helped locate a missing 59-year-old man near the Illinois-Wisconsin border after an extensive search by emergency crews. The man last seen in Pleasant Prairie was found stuck in a wooded area thanks to the efforts of K-9 Loki and Deputy Kevin Lowe. He was taken to a hospital for evaluation. 29-year-old Molly McHugh was arrested after striking a bicyclist in Zion, ejecting him 100 feet and causing serious injuries before fleeing the scene. McHugh claimed that she thought she had hit a deer and panicked, but surveillance footage led to her arrest the next day. She was released pending a court hearing on October 8th. WIIL Rock Sports. That is brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. Milwaukee Brewers, they beat the San Francisco Giants 3-2. Cubs rallied in the 8th inning, coming out with a 6-3 win over the LA Dodgers. And the Guardians, guess what?
They beat the Sox.
They did.
What?
What? Who saw that coming?
Everyone.
Oh my gosh, my money was on them. 5-0. So it was a butt kicking. And finally, every time I fly,
it's exhausting.
It's exhausting. It is. And I started crying on my way to Seattle.
Oh.
I did.
Because you were afraid?
I was afraid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What frightened you about it?
Just the thought of it crashing into the ocean. And I used to be like, oh, water landing sounds so nice, but no, when you're coming down that hard, it doesn't matter.
You're not flying over the ocean to get to Seattle.
Yeah.
Unless you loop out over it you've overshot.
Whatever.
You've
How about
definitely
flying over water?
Overshot.
Over water.
Pond landing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. River.
I used to think water landing was impossible because the engine, it would make contact and then the plane cartwheels because the engine contacts. But Captain Sully proved me wrong. There you go. That's the only water.
So that made you feel better?
They got out and they went on their little, I thought those life vests were just for peace of mind, but no, they had to have them on. Some idiot jumped in, off the plane. They were all, when he did that water landing, one guy jumped in, they had to go get him with a helicopter.
Oh, shoot.
That was the only guy that had a problem, jumped off the plane. When the plane comes to a stop in the water, Leah, stay on the
plane.
Not inside, go out on the wing.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to get into the water. You're not. You're not supposed to get.
There'll be a raft. Get into the raft.
Okay.
But wait for until the plane sinks.
I hope I'm never there.
There was one guy thought he was supposed to get into the water. But listen, he made a
Mhm.
safe water landing. It is safest mode of transportation.
Safest.
Your car is way, way more dangerous.
Also,
this won't help her. She'll still cry in the airplane. Now she will cry every time she gets in the car.
Also, well,
Even
I
though it's a
already do
monster
that.
truck, yeah.
I already do that.
That's sobbing for other reasons. That doesn't count.
Also, takeoff and landing are like those are the most dangerous parts of flying.
Listen, they say all shark attacks happen in like 2 feet of water. Most shark attacks. Most car accidents happen within,
2 miles of your house.
home.
Yeah.
Most airplane accidents happen takeoff and landing. It's not those are the more dangerous things. They are kind of takeoff and landing or whatever. Shark attacks happen in shallow water because that's where the people are. They get attacked.
Yeah.
Car accidents happen by your home because that's where you drive the most. You always go to your home.
Right.
Airplane accidents happen, takeoff and landing because you're accelerating to a huge speed and there's a lot of airplanes.
Right.
And there's more airplanes.
And you could
the
clip
odds
one.
of 2 airplanes just colliding in midair, like when they're cruising altitude.
Very rare.
Well, I used to say water landing would never be walk away.
Yeah,
that actually happened over Russia. There was a passenger
way
plane
too much about
and
that.
a cargo plane. That is like hitting a needle in a stack of needles
Mhm.
that is traveling 500 miles an hour. You're safe, Leah, except for those kids.
So a Delta Airlines plane
Oh, geez.
clipped another plane as both were getting ready to take off from Atlanta yesterday.
It's a busy airport,
It's a
Hartsfield,
very busy,
Jackson.
but
One of the busiest in the
where
world.
are the
Sometimes
people
busy.
doing? Like, isn't there someone
There are-
specifically like?
To tell them on the ground where to go.
Where to
Yes.
go?
Yeah. Well, this is people not listening. You know how you and I are in here together, and honestly, you're the
Mhm.
co-pilot. Like if I'm going to screw something up, you tell me.
And I usually
It's two sets of
Yeah.
eyes. But you know, we have a technical issue that where I screw up. I talked over the middle of a song a half hour ago. If I'm a pilot,
As you were saying, it's my first day. You
Yeah,
did that, which was
right?
funny.
You screwed up,
Yeah.
and I was screwing up
Uh-huh.
for busting your boss for screwing up. If we were pilots, hundreds of people would die every day.
Every day.
But these pilot people are smarter than us. They have a more training
God.
and regimented and all of that.
I don't know. I know
Much
some
less
people
drunk. Yeah.
who have trained to be pilots that.
This is why you cry when you get on an airplane.
Because what
I'm
if
not
they're-
joining you in this. I'm going to be over here that it's safe, okay?
Okay.
I've gotten drunk in
Mhm.
Cabo with a pilot. And I forget what he said. He said 12 hours bottle to throttle, and he was watching his watch.
He has to stop drinking only
Yeah.
12 hours before.
I don't remember. I think it was 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
but if
something
you
like
get
that.
Bleepy.
There's been times when I've been really drunk, and 12 hours later, I was
still drunk.
Boy, I'm not helping the
No,
cause
you're
here,
not.
am
Thanks,
I?
Tom.
So air travel, safest way to go unless you're on an airplane or with a drunk pilot. There you go.
WIIL Rock Morning Show.
Imagine living 25 years with this. An Arizona man described the moment that he realized he had been living with a Lego in his nose. So he's in the shower.
It was a 1 by 1 by a third. It was the littlest
tiniest
possible
Lego.
It's one
You know
square.
what's disappointing?
It's one square, and you know how it takes 3 little levels to make a full level.
Full level,
It was
yeah.
one of those little thin.
Yeah.
It was 1 by 1, and it was a third.
The third.
It was the smallest
The
possible
smallest.
Lego.
Actually, it was the circle one.
It was okay.
It was
Let me,
the circle
can
one.
I see it?
Yeah.
I want to know what
Okay.
Lego it
Gotta
is, because to
unplug all
me,
of my stuff.
anything bigger than a 1 by 1. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. That's a 1.
That's
but
just
it's
a 1,
round.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was showering.
Yeah.
And he sneezed.
And his Lego came out.
And his Lego came out. And he said suddenly everything made sense.
Yeah. Suddenly, because he had an annoying feeling in his nose for 25 years. He had an annoying feeling in his nose, and he didn't go get it checked out. He needed to go see Dr. Swirtle. I wonder if he's pulled Legos out of people's noses.
I'm sure
right?
he finds things up there.
Yeah. I mean, people get stuff stuck in their nose, but even when you were a kid, you know, when he was a little kid, he didn't want to go tell mom or dad because he was afraid he'd get in trouble. And then he just went on to something else and he forgot about it.
Well, I remember sucking on the back of an earring.
Yeah.
Like one of those.
A backing?
The backing of an earring, but
yeah.
like the metal backing of the earring.
Yeah.
And I ended up swallowing it.
Yeah. And have we seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
Do you check your poop every day?
Like,
you should
sift.
You should sift through your poop
30
every day.
years ago.
You should well, look at this guy, 25 years. You should sift
I
through
imagine
your
if
poop
he
every
would have
day.
swallowed the Lego, it would have came out
It
by
would've come
now.
through.
Yeah.
I have a metal ball bearing that Sam was playing with when he was little, and he swallowed it in his sleep. We took him to the doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, you just got to wait for it to pass." And they're like, "Watch for it because you want to know if it doesn't pass or not. It was a ball bearing or whatever." So I'm sitting in my office, which is right below the bathroom at the old house, and all of a sudden I hear this little noise go, ting, 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 ting. And all of a sudden I hear little Sam go, "It passed!" I'm like, I have that ball bearing to this day. I kept it. I reached in the toilet and got out. Why?
No, you didn't.
It made
Why?
the trip all the way through my sweet little boy. So I kept the ball bearing just because I'm like, this went all the way through Sam, and I love Sam. So
did a lot of other things. Did you keep that?
Yeah, I have a large collection of partially digested broccoli. No, this guy, it went in his nose and he didn't, but he's fine. Did he go to the doctor and get checked out or anything? Make sure there's not more Lego somewhere?
It doesn't say, but he even includes like a picture of him playing with Legos as a child.
Yeah. Well, 25 years later, did you know that happened to me? Kind of. I had an Atari cartridge fall out of my ass. Does that count or not? I was bored one day in my teens. I don't want to talk about it. It's every time right before we go on. Are your eggs good? How are your eggs?
They're good.
Did you not see that the song was ending?
No.
All right. I talked in the middle of a song earlier. It's okay. You finish your eggs. Right before we go on, she takes a giant bite of eggs and she says to me, my bed makes noises.
We were talking about furniture.
I'm like, you're being so sexy. She put eggs right there. My bed makes noises.
Not in a good way. It squeaks every time you roll over. And this was an issue I had years ago. So we got a new bed, but now that bed's squeaking. I just think some WD-40.
Yeah, I bet you a little WD-40. Oh, yeah.
I wish it was from that, but that is not the case in my life.
That is not the case.
And majority of other people's lives, that is not the case.
Everybody thinks,
everyone's,
I'm starving.
everybody thinks everybody else is getting some, and they're not.
They're not, no.
Some couples, some of those couples are, we do it 5 or 6 times a week.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
know those couples.
Do you not have children or jobs or stress?
Well, and everyone's like, oh, babies. And I'm like, oh, wait till they turn into teenagers. They are the biggest
nightmare.
blocks, man.
Yeah, cut it off. Anyway.
God.
So Leah's
and I
bed
live in
squeaks.
a small house.
Leah's bed squeaks.
It does.
And she shares a bathroom. Anyway, it's 9:24.
There's a lot of reasons.
And there's what happened just before we went on. Leah telling about our squeaky bed and eating her eggs.
Sunny and 83 for today, 54 overnight, 82 and sunny for tomorrow. What you asked me if these were homemade or bought. Did they look bought?
It looked like a bought omelet. It looked like it was like so perfectly sized and it fit in the container perfectly.
Ryan made it for me last night. Ryan is the perfect omelet maker. Like Ryan is the breakfast guy.
Is this code again?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
All right. She'd rather have them fertilized than omeletted.
Don't scramble those eggs, babe. Anyhow.
Anyway, 9:25 WIIL Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Ray and Raymond Auto Group and Fox Lake and Antioch. If you want to see what this is live, 501 Friday, one of my favorite events. It is the beginning of Mosh Krugstemmen season. I host a lot of Stein hoisting contests in the fall. I get to wear my lederhosen. This Friday, Leah will be there in her dirndl. For those that don't know, it's not a little Jewish top. That's a drindle, right?
Well, I don't even think that's a top. Isn't a drindle I thought a drindle was like a toy.
It's a top, so you spin it. It's a little wooden. Type that in. You'll see it's a little, but you spin it.
I know, but you said top, and I'm thinking you mean top like Jewish top. Like my dirndl is a
a top that you spin.
I get it. Yeah, a toy. Yeah. It's a toy, though.
We know the difference between. Anyway,
I am not going to be
wear
wearing
that dress that pushes her boobs up.
Yeah,
the German dress where the ladies carry like 6.
Well, and mine is just a top. And I could wear it with
anything
jeans.
You want.
Yeah.
All
We'll see what the weather is. I might not be wearing pants.
She might be pantsless wearing a spinning toy. We don't know what's going to happen. I'll be there in my little German boy lederhosen this Friday, 501 Club Party, Oktoberfest at Jesse Oaks, 5th annual, 450 pints of Leinenkugel's Oktoberfest on special. German food, live music from Alpine Thunder. We've got concert tickets and you can qualify for the sold-out Cabin Fever getaway to the Rio Palace in Costa Rica this Friday. Get there early. 501 Club Party. Jesse Oaks engages Lake with 95 WIIL Rock. everybody needs to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing over there? 9:32
what's
Will
up?
Rock Morning Show with eggs and bacon in the morning.
You wish.
Your eggs on bacon. I wish I
You
had
wish you
bacon.
had bacon, yeah.
It is 9:32. We still have the jet to fly over for qualifying for the Cabin Fever Getaway. You're wringing your hands. You can't qualify.
I'm already going.
Oh.
I just love getting people qualified. What do you mean?
We have to have a meeting about that.
Oh, no. What did I do?
It's been the behavior.
Okay. Sure.
No, that bar is, you'd
gonna
have to do
say.
a lot to have the behavior.
Not even
I mean, there was
close.
stuff that should get a person arrested.
Yeah.
I'm talking about staff here. So multiple times. So that's not a challenge, by the way. But the jet will fly over sometime before 10. Also, coming up, if you have substandard health care, have we got a snack chip for you? We'll help you with your health care. Coming up before 10 too. It is 9:33.
Well, sunny and 83 for today, 54 overnight, 82 and sunny for tomorrow. It's really just going to be a gorgeous next couple of days and into the weekend. It is 74 in Libertyville and 73 in Highland Park. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock Happy Hour News. Game shows. Do you enjoy them?
Yeah.
Always wanted to be on one.
Yeah, me too. I want to go on The Price is Right because I want to spin that wheel.
I do too.
I want to play Plinko and I want to spin. It's the games I want. I don't. The prize is whatever. Yeah, it'd be great to whatever. I think they tax you. I'm there and being on TV. I want to play Plinko on that giant Plinko board.
Be so much fun.
And I want to feel the weight of that wheel. It just looks so smooth and I think I'd do good at it.
I want to feel the weight of the Wheel of Fortune wheel, even though I have a bone to pick with it.
That seems like it would be difficult.
Because I swear they've weighted the bankruptcy.
Oh boy.
It's
coming up more often.
It's coming up more often. I think they did something to the bankruptcy.
Damn you, Seacrest. It's his first day. It was his first
Monday.
week. Yeah,
Monday
was
my
his
mom
first
said.
day. Yeah.
So a lot of other people on the text line too. But either way, if you're watching game shows, it's not just to help entertain you and pass time.
No, what is it for?
It also sharpens your brain.
Wow.
They say that could boost your problem solving skills, improve memory, and strengthen your mind. Pop. So.
I don't watch enough game shows, apparently. Pop. I have a little brain off over there and see what happens.
Oh man, that would if there was a game show to not go on.
Yeah,
mine would be Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, I love Jeopardy.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
Jake loved when he was a kid. Wheel of He'd say Wheel of Fortune. We had a table that had some of those little wooden tables and they have glass tops, but there's 4 quarters, but 2 of them were glass tops. He would stand in one of. We took the glass out. He would stand in one of them and pretend there was a Wheel of Fortune wheel in the other, and he would pretend to spin the wheel.
Wheel of Fortune.
He learned to read at the age 2.5 by watching Wheel of Fortune. And I told my ex, I said, he's reading. She said, no, he recognizes some words. And I had a little erase thing, like magnetic erasing. I describe anything. And she's like, okay, a gray pachyderm. That's another word for an elephant is a pachyderm. And she's like, a gray pachyderm. So I wrote out elephant. And I showed it to Jake and he's like, elephant. I'm like, give me anything.
Yeah.
And I wrote out, I'm like, is he recognizing
He's a
things now?
genius.
Because I don't know about genius. He learned to read in 2.5, and now I don't know what
It just
is.
stopped. He needs to watch more game shows.
Before 3, it was and then after it was he turned into a teenager early, and it stuck. You know, you're always like, when's Caden going to get better? And I don't know.
I still got 2 of them.
We're closing in on 30. No, he helped me move yesterday. He was great. Jake's great. Jake is great. Sam lives far away, but. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune taught him to read. I think there are game shows you can learn from.
Yeah.
I know I want big money and no whammies in my life, right? Huh? Family Feud.
Family Feud, yeah.
I know I never want to go on Family Feud with my family. There's already a feud. I don't need to add the pressure of losing a game show. I'd be that second person. We'd be 1 point short of the money. I'd say something stupid in one of the questions.
Everyone says something stupid.
What one would you go on?
Family Feud.
Family
Feud. That would be I love watching Family Feud.
I want to go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Is that not? I don't think that's the thing
I want to be a millionaire. Sometimes yes and no. It seems like it comes and goes. We used to always watch it at the bar at Gordy's on for the 11:01.
Yeah, if you see Regis still hosting it, that's a rerun.
It's not a thing. I'm watching Richard Dawson on the Family Feud.
He's dead.
No, it's not. Oh my God.
Still.
Don't even get me started on Wink Martindale. Who? I would also love to be a game show host. I love giving stuff away and qualifying people for things. Hi, 95 Will Rock.
Hi, how are you, Tom?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm hoping I'm really good.
Oh, you're really
You're
good.
really good,
Oh,
yeah.
you're really good. Who's
Hey,
that?
Leah.
Who's
Hi.
this? Who's
This
this?
is Dana.
Dana?
Dana. Yeah.
Are you talking into your phone, your hand, Dana? It sounds like you have a hand
Is this
towel
better?
over the phone, and you're like, I have your co-host. I want 1 million helicopters and $1. Dana, you are caller number 10.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, she says.
Indeed. Have you been on the Cabin Fever getaway, Dana?
Yes, I have.
How many times?
This will be our 6th trip.
6.
So
Why?
you're already booked.
Have you? Yeah, you've booked already for Costa Rica.
I am.
You're on the charter. So this is why people need to get on the waiting list. Now, if Dana wins the trip, then she gets a trip on the charter for free. And then her spots will become available. If you're on the waiting list, you can. They also have 8 or 9 suites left. Or the other day they did. It's probably less now. Where they can get you on scheduled air and get you on the trip. And then if something opens up, you get bumped up to the charter if you want. Whatever. Travel leaders will help you get on this trip of a lifetime. That Dana has gone on 5 times and plans on going on a 6th. Tell people
why.
I don't understand how there's still these spots, even though they're not on the main plane. Why people haven't booked it yet? If it's within your means and it's you can get the vacation, I don't know why people wouldn't go. Tell people why you go on this trip multiple times.
Oh my God. It's a blast, and it's the people. I mean, we have so much fun on these trips, and I have met so many amazing people that are now friends.
Yeah,
200 new friends.
Brand new best friends that interact throughout the year. You'll have better friends.
Also,
you'll have a great vacation. You have memories to last a lifetime. You have
all that stuff.
You have something to look forward to. This thing pays 365 days a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just coming off of my girls' trip and not doing an all-inclusive, they don't have that option in Seattle.
Right. Oh, Leah wanted to look at her credit card bill
Oh
yesterday.
my God. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I had to think about it, though. that's the thing.
While
so
you're on the trip, you were worried
about money.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that when you do these trips. Like, it is just, it's fantastic. It's so.
Go on the trip.
Go on the trip. Yeah.
All right, Dana, hold
Congrats.
on. You're qualified. All right. Listen, if you have not qualified yet, we're going to keep flying the jet over, but also 501 Club Party this Friday at Jesse Oak. So if you're having trouble getting through, I see some callers that are like all the time getting through. I don't know how.
People have like a system.
I don't know what the secret is. But if you're having trouble getting through, you can come out Friday, 501 Club Party. We're going to qualify somebody there at Jesse Oaks. It is 9:42.
Sunny and 83 today, which it will not be when we're in Costa Rica here.
Oh no! Yeah,
it's going to be
pretty
cold.
much be today's weather in Costa Rica, but it'll be like 30 below.
Mhm.
It's always weird weather when we're on the Camping
Yeah.
Getaway. One year it was like 70s and tornadoes, and usually it's like 30 below. And we get to the airport and I'm wearing shorts when we come home, and I'm like, this was a mistake. So, coming up next, if your healthcare isn't great, have we got a snack chip for you that is on the way? What are you doing on Saturday? 95 WIIL Rock at the 8th annual Ruck March. Leah will be out there Saturday, a 22-kilometer march with or without your rucksack, which is 22 pounds, raising money for local veterans. If you just want to donate, there's a QR code on the road trips page where you can make a donation. The money raised goes to Lake County Veterans and Family Services. Leah will be there Saturday. Now, the thing starts at 9. Our broadcast starts at 10. She'll have tickets for Wage War. She'll have Dream Theater tickets. That's all this Saturday. Rollins Savannah Forest Preserve, great place there in Washington and Grays Lake. Head on out for the 8th annual Ruck March with 95 WIIL Rock, the Rock Station.
Previously on the WIIL Rock Morning Show.
What is your favorite chip snack? Like if you're going to grab a bag of chips, what are you grabbing?
Depends.
Okay.
Can I give a multi-part answer or you just want a simple answer? Sometimes you don't like to engage with me and you like to just move into your stupid stories.
No, I want to engage. Let's engage.
Okay.
Let's talk about
if
it.
I've had a gummy, which drug's bad, so I don't do that. if you give me a bag of Funyuns,
Oh,
I will give you back
to
an
town.
empty bag of Funyuns. And
Yeah.
I don't mean the snack size. I mean a full
bag of Funyuns.
bag of Funyuns are remarkable.
But they hurt your mouth.
They hurt your mouth. They
So
tear up the
bad.
roof of your mouth, and that flavor sticks with you for
ever.
And you wake up with a Funyun hangover.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That being said, I'm a purist. Nacho cheese Doritos.
I knew you were going to say that.
You cannot. There is no finer chip. And I try and like the taco Doritos. I think they got the shaft in life. You know, they should have been more popular than they were. The Cool Ranch are fine. I like these new sweet chili ones. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are one of my go-tos now. But you cannot, there is no finer chip in chipdom than nacho cheese Doritos, right?
I'm glad you said
Jamie,
that.
what's it, right?
Right.
I'm glad you said that.
100%.
It's the classic. Yeah.
Scientists
It's nacho cheese Doritos.
have discovered
I guarantee it.
that a common food dye found in
Nacho cheese Doritos.
just
Really?
Doritos,
Any Doritos?
just Doritos,
Okay, all right.
can turn a living mouse's skin transparent, which probably isn't good.
Why is my skin not transparent?
No, right?
Yeah,
now I want
right?
to eat a whole bag
That
of
way-
Doritos.
I want to be Slim Good
How
Body.
many
Yeah.
Doritos do I need to eat
Yeah.
to get the transparent
Remember that
skin?
Slim Good Body? You wore like a lycra suit that had his bones and organs on it, and it looked. And I always thought, wow,
Yeah.
they got the genitals wrong because they left them out.
Yeah.
You went to schools and stuff. I would like to be a living, breathing, slim Good Body.
Yeah.
How many bags of Doritos do I have to eat before I'm transparent?
I don't know, but do you think they'll put the warning label like on the
Don't
Doritos?
eat these chips, or we might get to see your organs work. That's not a warning. That's a promise. That is a
Screw an X-ray.
That is a campaign. Right. Look at the money you'll
Bag of
save.
Doritos.
CAT scan. Just let me bend over and take a look at what I wouldn't need to get the colonoscopies anymore.
Bag of Doritos.
I'm a bag of Doritos. Instead of drinking that gallon of stuff and pooping for a day,
bag of Doritos.
It'll cure what ails you. Don't let Alpha Media find out. This will
That
be
will
the
be our insurance.
we are no longer offering doctor visits. You have snack size bag. Those aren't Doritos. Generic brand that saves money for Alpha Media. Eat Doritos. There is medical insurance. Now back to work. Keep job maybe if you don't die from all Doritos. That is Bring Me the Horizon. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Tom and Leah Will Rock. Morning show 9:53.
Sunny and 83 for today, 54 overnight, 82 and sunny tomorrow. How did my microphone get all the way over here?
I don't know. I'm on this side.
I don't either. I don't remember when that happened. Anyhow,
Okay.
72 in Woodstock
today.
and 73 in Lake Bluff.
We were talking after the bit. What bit did I play? About the Doritos, and the healthcare
and the Slim Body
and Slim Good Body.
Slim Good Body.
I didn't know that you got the reference, so I was talking to Leah about Slim Good Body. He was a guy back in, I don't know, 70s or 80s that wore like this suit, like lycra or whatever, spandex.
Yeah, it's like what's going on inside.
And you could see his. It was a picture of organs and bones and muscles. And then he would go, "Hey kids, let's work out, let's eat right." And he was like a PSA guy. And I said, "Do you know him?" And then you Googled. You didn't know him until you Googled it. And then you said he looked like Skeeter. But he doesn't look.
He's not blue.
Skeeter
He doesn't look like Skeeter. Skeeter is the blue character from Dog.
You were thinking Screech.
Screech.
But Skeeter is like, it sounds like a hillbilly. Hey, I'm Slim Goodbody. I'm Skeeter. Y'all need to work out. But you were thinking of Screech from Saved by the Bell. Hey, Zach. Hey there. What's going on? It's me, Skeeter.
Screech, Skeeter. Yeah. It's so close.
Yeah, all right.
Skeeter is now, Screech.
Screech is dead. Skeeter's alive. Well, Skeeter was never alive. He's a cartoon character. Okay. So we got it all set up.
Screech should have worked out.
Screech should have worked out. I'm glad we didn't have a lycra suit on him so we could see how his organs worked, because at some point they did.
Those
were not highway miles. Anyway, that's what goes on when the mics are off. TomTube is available. You can look at Leah and her whatever
crazy thoughts. And imagine, like, I only say a fraction of the stuff that goes on in here.
I would say I want to spend a day in there, but I don't think I'd survive.
I barely do.
It's hard out here. Like I'm winded sometimes. Anyway, what do you miss today on the show other than Skeeter? Hey, Zach, what are you and Slater doing later? Want to go down to the swimming hole? I hear Kapowski's going to be in a bikini. Okay, Skeeter. What did we do today? We did the pot lady that wanted to get elected.
She's got my vote if I lived in Texas.
And we got 99 bananas. 99 red bananas. Anyway, this is show.
Your banana's red.
Consult a physician. Unless you're a dog. We will wrap whatever this is up next. Dexter, put that thing away.
Way to Rio Palace, Costa Rica is sold out, but we have your chance to qualify and win your way on. Listen to 95 Will Rock each weekday for the jet flyover. When you hear it, be caller 10 to qualify to win a trip for two. Join 95 Will Rock for your last chance to qualify and win at the final giveaway at Shooter's Sports Bar and Billiards in Grays Lake, October 8th. Details at 95willrock.com. Thanks to Travel Leaders and Fun Jet Vacations.
I don't know if she's listening right now, but my best friend Sam, she's been texting me since last night about the allergy drops and asking me questions, and she struggles a lot, and fall being the season that we both enjoy a lot, but fall also being the season that we are having the allergy. She's like, well, I could always take over-the-counter pill. Yeah, those are a pain. And guess what? You're just kind of masking the issue, and it's not specific to your issue. It's going to just be like, here, this might work. And then you try another one and what have you. But if you go to Dr. Swardlin and his team at Sinus and Snoring MD and you do the allergy test, it's on the arm, it's pain-free, under 15 minutes, find out what you specifically are allergic to. And then they create these drops for you. And the drops, again, are made for you and what you're allergic to. It's not the over-the-counter pill just masking it. This is going to help treat those allergies you specifically have. Find out more today, Sammy. Get all the details. And Sammy.
It's better than, to quote Leah, Dr. Swardlin, better than what have you.
But
Sammy.
SinusandSnoringMD.com.
Snotty broad.
Sammy.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America NA.
Hi, welcome to Staples. Hi, I hear Staples can print everything for my business. Sure can. And the quality is guaranteed? Absolutely. Plus, you'll beat any price quote. Is that right? For sure. How about this one? We'll beat it. Can you print menus, signs, and flyers? Sure can. How about blueprints? No problem. What about red prints? Not a real thing. What if they were? We'd print them. And they'd look amazing.
Now at Staples, print more, save more. Up to $150 off your print purchase. Ends 11/2. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details and staples.com/price match for in-store price match guarantee.
All right. It's 10:01.
Sunny and 83 today.
It's a nice day. Going to be a nice day for the Jeep rally. Thanks to Steve from the Lake County Suicide Prevention Awareness Task Force thing.
It looks like the doors are going to be off. The top's going to be down.
Yeah.
On my Jeep.
Oh, come on out for all the hot act. No, family-friendly event this Sunday. We still have a couple of spots left. They're almost full. If you're thinking about going, go to the road trips page under the Go tab at 95willrock.com and join us for the 12th annual Jeep Rally this Sunday. Thanks to Steve for being on with us this morning. A couple other things. Today is Web Wednesday. I want to remind you because you have a chance to win a pair of front row tickets for Korn at the Credit Union One Amphitheater Saturday, September 28th. That's front row.
Man, wear a mask. The pyro, like last time I saw Korn, it was
like an oxygen mask or a mask.
No, I just remember it being like
protect your face from the pyro.
Yeah,
I threw all the masks out.
I don't know. Maybe they don't do it anymore.
Oh,
They were
okay.
also performing with Disturbed that time,
All
so
right.
it's just a great show.
Front row.
Front
so
row.
you'll need some type of fire suit. Go click on the Web Wednesday link now at 95willrock.com. Web Wednesday. Thanks to the U.S. Army. GoArmy.com. Today is also 9/11. We played a thing earlier this morning, but take a moment and just remember that. And let's try and act like we were on 9/12 of 2001. All right. Have a good day. The delightful Jen Marr coming in next. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you around for OPT.
Hey, a-holes.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.